Hey everyone, huge news today in the BC condo world. David Ebby has announced the removal of age restrictions and rent restrictions on condos in BC. This is huge news because it could affect the property value of thousands of stratas. So condos built prior to 2010 were allowed to restrict rentals entirely and have age limits such as 19 plus, effectively make them unsuitable for people to raise families and have children. The new rules will still allow, however, stratas to be seniors only with a 55 plus age minimum. So what does this mean for home prices? Here in Victoria, there are hundreds of condos with age restrictions and rental restrictions. They are usually priced below a comparable property without such restriction. So right off the bat, investors could start snapping these up and we'll see rising property prices in these buildings. For example, many older condos built in the 1970s in Cook Street Village don't allow rentals at all. They sell for about $400 to $500 a square foot, whereas similar condos that do allow rentals are about 10 to 15% more expensive. On one hand, I don't think it's going to have a huge impact on the supply, and one thing that made these condos unique and affordable was that homebuyers just weren't competing with investors when they wanted to buy them, and it kept the prices quite affordable. On the other hand, I believe if you do own a condo, you should be allowed to rent it out. You own it, you pay the fees, you pay the property taxes. Why can't you rent out your own property? What do you think? I know this issue is going to be quite divisive, so leave a comment below with your thoughts. The report claims 2,900 units are sitting vacant that could potentially go into the rental pool. Whatever happens, I don't think this will be an easy transition for stratas. A lot of these buildings have been business as usual and have limited rentals for 50, 60 years, and the residents have become very accustomed to this. So I think there's going to be a lot of upset people at the upcoming strata minutes and AGMs. And finally, we can't really talk about this without mentioning the elephant in the room, and that is who ultimately benefits the most. And the answer is probably the BC government. Until now, many of these buildings have been sitting empty and exempt from speculation vacancy tax. With the new rules, they won't be exempt anymore, and that means more tax dollars for the government. So is the real motive here to increase housing supply, or is it simply to generate more tax revenue? Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are. Either way, I think the outcome will be higher prices in these buildings. The second piece of legislation coming up to watch for could allow the BC government to identify and overrule municipalities who are blocking new housing starts. This one will likely be met with some more resistance and legal challenges, but the provincial government is sending a clear message that they want to be more hands-on and they really want municipalities to push through more housing starts and to push through more density and more housings. They really want municipalities to push through more density and build more homes. As usual, leave a comment below and let me know what you think about the lifting of age and rental restrictions in BC. Thank you for watching. Please remember to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.